What's up, folks? Blaster here. Today we have got the new Yu-Gi-Oh Super Starter Space-Time Showdown. Got 3 of these because I wanted 1 copy of each of the 2 Pendulum editions, so I just bought 3 of these decks. Noticing the sun's getting away, I'm going to move over a bit and do this way. Yeah, that'll be a bit better, I think. So, yeah, like I said, I've got 3 of these decks. You also got 1 power-up pack in each of them. So what I'll do is, with this, we'll go through the first deck, and then we'll just start. Then we'll go through the entire of the first deck I opened, then look at the power-up pack, and then we'll look at the other 2 power-up packs, because all 3 decks are obviously the same. So, there we go. Deck. Pretty much. Where's the thing? Don't know where the thing is, but we've got the wee scissors, so we'll just crack into that. And get to it. There we go. Right, let's start to the hand. Put that in the bin. Right, so this is a new deck. It's this year's starter deck. It's built to introduce not only a starter to the game for beginners, but it's also their choice of how to introduce the brand new mechanic of pendulum summoning. I'll explain it as best I can. Pendulum summoning is when you have 2 monsters that look like that, where it's effect monster color on the top and spell card on the bottom. Color wise in the background, they also have, as you can see, this bit here between the card art and the effect text, where there's these 2 numbers, the 1 and the 1 here. Not all of them are obviously a 1, but since we're using Stargazer as the explanation card, it just says 1. Now it also has the effect in the middle. Now this one reads: if a pendulum monster you control attacks is or attacked, your opponent cannot activate spell cards until the end of the damage step. And unless you have a magician card or odd ice card in your other pendulum zone, this card's pendulum scale becomes 4. So basically, it might become a 4 if you don't have a specific other monster. But while we're looking at Stargazer Magician, we'll go through the rest of it. Once per turn, when exactly 1 other pendulum monster you control and no other cards is returned to your hand by an opponent's card effect, except during damage step, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand with the same name as the one that returned to the hand. Don't know if that means you can just drop the exact same one or not, but. And then there's the other one, Stargazer Magician. As you see, 8 there. So those are an 8. So that's quite a wide pendulum scale you get on that. And this one is much the same as Stargazer and this one says you must control no monsters to activate this card, so that's different, but it does sort of nerf how it worked in the anime. But if a pendulum monster you control attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate trap cards until the end of the battle step. So between the 2 of them, it essentially wipes out their back row. And yeah. So and then each turn, the first card in your pendulum zone that would be destroyed by An opponent's card effect is not destroyed. So, yeah. Now, gotta explain Pendulum summoning to you, because that's what these are for. There are now, look at the Yu-Gi map, there are now these two scale bits. See, there and there. Those are pendulum scales. When you put your two pendulum monsters in, so you put the one with the blue number on the blue scale pendulum scale will accord here, and the red one here. And then once per turn, when you've got pendulums in both, you can pendulum summon using. You can pendulum summon. Pendulum summoning is when you can special summon as many monsters from your hand all at once. You can special summon as many monsters from your hand as fits between, but not including, the levels between the scales. So when you've got a 1 and an 8 in your pendulum scale, like these two, you can pendulum summon 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 level monsters, but not 1 and 8 themselves. Right. Now we're just gonna look through. Now we're just gonna go through this. Not much more. Here in the. I mean those two are the main feature of the deck. We also have Wattail Dragon, Luster Dragon, the 1900 level 4, Hunter Dragon, level 3, Millennium Shield, getting I think its first reprint ever. This used to be quite a rare thing you can only get from McDonald's promo packs, which never came out over here. So I don't think this card has ever been legal for play in the European markets before. If I'm wrong about that, please leave me a message below about if it is or ever has been legal before. Then there's Darkblade, Warrior Digrapher, and Chamberlain of the Sixth Samurai, and a Mystical Elf. So that's all the normal monsters. I think there's only maybe 2 of those needed any tributes, so it's varying levels. Obviously this deck is all about those pendulums, so the varied monsters, right? Now some effect ones now. This one, Ether the Empowering Dragon, which has an effect that goes off specifically when it's pendulum summoned. When this card is pendulum summoned, you can target one card on the field and return it to the hand. You can only use that effect once per turn. Vedra, the Empowered Warrior, which can attack directly, and if it's sent from field to graveyard, and you can target one Dragon Warrior or Spellcaster normal monster in your grave and add it to your hand. And there's that. Here's Arnis the Empowered Warrior. Just show you the picture and then I'll read it. When this card you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Spellcaster monster with 1500 or less that attack from your deck in attack position. Terra Tiger, the Empowered Warrior. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 4 normal monster from your hand in defense position. So that one you could use with Exceed summoning, if you so wished, because it is a level 4 that will summon a level 4 or lower. Hydro Tortoise, the Empowered Warrior, which is a flip effect. Now, I'd like to ask people to tell me when exactly was it that flip became a card type here, because it says warrior / flip / effect. Can anyone tell me when flip got that distinction? And it says flip, target one spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy it. Yeah, Golden Dragon Summoner, another new card, I think. You can tribute one monster, then target one monster on the field and return to the hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Blue Dragon Summoner, which, if it's sent from field to graveyard, you can add one dragon words. These are essentially mini versions of those empowered cards. Red Sparrow, White Tiger, Green Turtle. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of these have very, very similar effects to Rare Type. But I'll show you the art. There's Green Turtle Summoner, White Tiger Summoner, and Red Sparrow Summoner. And a lot of those do exactly the same. Right. Sorcerer's Spell Wall, a field spell card for this deck. All monsters you control gain 300 attack during your turn only. All monsters you control gain 300 defense during your opponent's turn only. So, yeah. That's the field spell. While we're on the subject of field spells, the new rules have come into play so that both players may control the field spell card. Supply Squad. Once per turn, if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you draw a card. Lightning Vortex, we know what that does. MST, we know what that does. Ego Boost card. Quick play, when a monster declares an attack, target 1/5 that monster on the field, it gains 1000 attack. Nice. Axe of Despair. The card's as old as time itself, we know what it does. Lucky Iron Axe, which basically, yeah, draw a card if it's destroyed. Monster Reincarnation, know what that does. Dark Factory of Mass Production, which is very good with this many normal monsters in this deck. Poison of the Old Man. Noticing again that they've abbreviated the term life points to LP on this card. I don't know, does it say that anywhere else? I don't know. Is there any more life point related cards? Yeah. Trap Hole, again, know what it does. Sakuretsu Armor. Raigeki Break, Dust Tornado, Shadow Spell, a hero emerges. No point showing you these in the camera, you've seen them all before. You know, every single one of those cards does. Soul Resurrection, I don't know if you've seen it there. Activate this card by targeting one normal monster in your graveyard, special in defense position, bad mana. Jar of Greed, Magic Jammer, and 7 tools, and 7 tools also says LP as opposed to life points. So I'm guessing that's an abbreviation that they've made, and I don't know when it happened. Again, if anyone knows when these things changed, let me know. Right, so that's the deck. So even though I've got 3 of those, we're not going to look at those decks particularly again, but each deck has a power-up pack of 10 cards out of a possible 15, so we'll see what we get here. I don't know, does it say what the potential cards are? Let's see. Let's have a look. Apologize for not being in the shop right now. I'll just pause this, I'll go find the list of what's in the deck and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back now with having looked up what's in this power-up pack. We can see there's two ultra rares, which I believe you get one of in each of them. So that's, yeah, you get Odd Ice Dragon and Dark Hole in every single one of these. So I'm gonna have 3 each of those. But the other 8 cards are out of a pool of 13. So let's get on to this. Right, there's Magic Cylinder, Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force, not bad. Swords. Reinforcement of the army. I'm really thrilled to get this because of the fact that it's just been allowed to have 2 in the deck now. So, quite good. The A forces, the armed forces, I'll say. All warrior type monsters gain 200 attack for each warrior spellcaster you control. Not bad. Injection, Fairy Lily, and Amazoness Sage. So, definitely very good. Very, very good there indeed. Now, so I'll just break into the other 2 decks and get my power up packs out of them. So just so we can crack it the other 2 power up packs. So I wouldn't mind getting maybe another one of the Mirror Force, and definitely a reinforcement of the army I would like there. And I'm sort of spotting the ones that I didn't get in the list, so it'd be nice to get one at least one each of everything, which I might manage. So that's another Injection Fairy Lily, Amazoness Sage again, Sacred Crane, DD Warrior Lady, Kuaz the Light Monarch, which very handy. I used that in one of my decks. If you remember, if you watched my Dueling Network play video where I played a couple of games with someone in traditional formats, Kuraz was a quite useful card in that. Deathfall's Golf, Divine Wrath, and Swords of Revealing Light. Now I think already that is me with one of every card in the set, at least. So, very useful, very, very useful indeed so far. So anything I get in here is definitely a double up. And chances are I'm gonna have 3 of some things based on the card pool. But yeah. But I think I'm happy with here. I've just taken a scoozy through. Itchy nose. OddIceDragon.co. Once again, I've got 3 of those now, obviously. Divine Wrath, Magic Cylinder, Swords, Call of the Haunted. I might switch that out with Soul Resurrection. Another Mirror Force, another Rota, Armed Forces, and Fairy Lily. So yeah, very, very pleased with these as well. So I might go and do some deck editing now, and then I'll come up with something I can sort of make a play with. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.